Hey, I heard you bought your own house. Is that true? Yes, it's true. It's always been a dream of mine and my husband's to own our own home. We worked hard from the beginning of our marriage to save up the money together. Oh, I see. I completely assumed you and I both were going to continue living in rental properties, though. Us considering about buying a house. Haven't I mentioned it to you? I think I heard something about it, but an average housewife like you to be able to afford it, I couldn't think so. Even your husband works at a small company and he doesn't seem to have a very high income, so that's why we've been saving up for a long time. But Kara, you've been married for 10 years at most, right? Is it possible to make money in such a short period of time? Did you ask your parents for financial assistance? Nope. My parents didn't help us actually. Both my parents and my in-laws said they would help us, but even though they said that, since it is going to be our home, we wanted to save by ourselves. But Kara, aren't you a stay-at-home mom? Don't tell me your husband is doing something suspicious on the side. No, he doesn't. I actually have been working from home as a web designer. I used to work as a web designer when I was single, so once things settled down with raising the kids, I started working as freelancer. So it's one of those remote jobs? That's right. Oh, pretty cool. I've been saying that I want our own house too, but my husband doesn't approve it. He said he doesn't want to take out a loan. If you say that, you'll never be able to buy a house for the rest of your life. Well, her husband is thinking about the future, and maybe that's why he's just saying that. Julie, you guys have many kids, and you have to spend a lot of money from now on, right? I'm saying that I want to live in a big house because we have a lot of kids. It's always you and it's not fair. Her husband's income shouldn't be that different, but you went ahead and bought your house. If you want a house, why don't you do something, Julie? Start working part-time to save money, or try saving some money. What you say? Are you trying to one-up me just because you bought a house first? That's so annoying. No, I didn't mean it like that when I said it. You're right. And you knew that I wanted a house. You knew that, didn't you? Of course I knew. You used to go to house showings together as a couple. You knew and you still one-up me. That's disgusting. I told you. I didn't mean it like that. How could you think like that? Even if you didn't intend to, it sounds like you're trying to one-up me. I see. Then maybe with you, Julie. We should keep a distance for a while. I really wanted you to come to a housewarming party, but who's going to celebrate for Miss One-Up Lady? LOL. I don't care anymore. Talking to you make both of us feel uncomfortable. I feel super disgusted too. I feel like I need to do something to get back at you. To get back? You're only killing yourself with that kind of nonsense. It's your fault for making me mad. LOL. Well, you'll see. LOL. A few months later. Hey, I'm at your house right now to celebrate your new house. We're having a barbecue, so if you want to come, you're welcome. What? You're at our house? Oh yeah, that's right. You said you wouldn't do anything to celebrate though, but I thought I feel sorry for you if you don't celebrate for you guys. I didn't hear anything about the barbecue though. Do you enter the house without any permission? I wanted to have a surprise celebration for you. You're just causing an annoying scene. Please cancel the barbecue immediately and just leave. If you make too much noise, you'll be bothering the neighbors. It's none of my business if the neighbors get bothered. It's not like I'm going to live here. But we're going to live there. I don't want to give a bad impression before we move in. Then that makes me want to stay here more. That's enough. Why are you doing this? It's your punishment for making me angry. Huh? Yep. I have something I have to apologize to you. What is it? When I was having a barbecue in your yard, your house got burned. I'm sorry for burning your new house that you're so proud of. Since I don't have money, I can't pay back. It's still under construction though. Huh? Then where am I? The nameplate said brown, right? But you said earlier that the house got burned, right? Yeah, brown roof and white exterior. It looked like it was just finished though. Our house is still under construction to begin with, and there's only wood frame for now. Oh, is that so? They're running a little behind schedule, so it won't be finished for a while. No way! So you're saying this house is owned by another Brown? Probably. Brown is not an uncommon last name. What am I going to do? It's a bit black on the walls, so maybe I can cover it up with some paint or something. But the inside of the house also got burned a bit too. How can I cover this up? What are you talking about? You have to apologize to the owner of the house and pay for it. That's what you have to do. No way. Besides, we just had a barbecue at someone else's house. If we're not careful, it'll be considered as trespassing and will be turned over to the police. Of course, you gotta go to the police. The fact that you trespassed on someone else's property and burned their house won't change so. But if we just leave and run away, we won't get caught, right? As long as they don't know who did it, there's no way the police will make a move. Are you saying that you're planning to run away? It's not like we burnt down the whole house, so it won't be a problem if we run away. As long as they don't find out, it's fine. Of course, you don't do anything unnecessary, okay, Kiara? Unbelievable. Is your husband with you now? Yes, he's here. The kids are here too. Does your husband know you guys are having a barbecue at someone else's house? He knows, but he thinks that I actually got the permission to come in. He's a very strict person when it comes to that, you know. That's true. Unlike you, her husband has some senses. For him to be with you and causing troubles is something I cannot picture him doing. Hey, are you saying indirectly that I don't have common sense? I'm telling you exactly what I mean, not indirectly. That's rude. It's true, isn't it? Someone with common sense wouldn't consider to have a barbecue at some random person's house with a permission. Shut up! Don't be so bratty. Next time I will burn down your house. It would be a shame to get your house ruined, wouldn't it? I'll make sure to show this message to the police. It will be a good evidence for sure. The police? Don't tell me you're thinking of turning me into the police. Of course I am. If we let you get away with this, I feel sorry for the owner of that house. And we know who did it, and I can't just let it go when I know who did it, right? But you don't know where I am, do you? I can cover up the burnt wall right now, so telling the police about it would be pointless. I already know which house you're in, Julie. Huh? Looks like it was right next to our new house. My husband saw the nameplate with the same last name and remembers about the other Brown's house. So when he went over quietly to that house, He said that he saw you guys having a barbecue there. He was secretly watching us? He went to check it out. Don't call the cops. If you say you're going to call the cops, I'll run right away. Bye. Hey! 10 minutes later. Julie, where are you? I heard that you left your family and run away. If you keep doing this, you're going to get your husband in trouble though. It doesn't matter where I am. By the way, how do you know that I left my husband and run away? Of course I know, because your husband told me about it, that's why. Huh? Don't you remember, Julie? My husband and your husband work as business partners, and they have a tight bond. Come to think of it, I remember they were good friends enough to go out for a drink. That's right. Don't tell me you told my husband the truth. Of course I did. He apologized sincerely on your behalf. Is my husband still at that house? It seems like he's with the police now. They're saying that they are going to start looking for you. Wait a minute. Is he also trying to turn me into the police too? Duh. If you do something wrong, you got to go to the police, right? Running away is a waste of time, so it's better to get back here. I don't want to get caught. Besides, if they found out that I did it, I'd have to pay for the damages to the homeowner. Of course, it is your duty to pay for the damages, right? The Brown's house is a lot bigger than mine, and it's a much nicer house, so I'm sure the settlement fee will cost a lot. Really? Do you think they'll settle for about $1,000 or so? I don't know how much you've burned, so it's hard to say, but you should be prepared for it to be around $100,000, or something like that should be fine. I don't even have that kind of money. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm tight with money every month. That's based on your convenience, right? Just imagine being the one who is about to move into a new house soon and was looking forward to it. Think about their feelings. If you were in their shoe, would you forgive? Of course I wouldn't forgive, but this was merely a mistake though. If I knew it was someone else's house, I wouldn't have burned it down. Huh? You make it sound like you burned it on purpose though. 'Cause I was so annoyed with you bragging about your new house. I just wanted you to feel a little pain. Your husband said that your hand slipped and burned the place though, but that was a lie. Of course I did it when my husband wasn't looking. I made up a story for my husband. I told my husband that I already told my mom friend that I'm sorry and it was okay, which he seemed to understand. So you orchestrated the whole thing so your husband wouldn't find out. That's right. If he gets mad, he'll snitch it to both of our parents and that'd be too much. Are you really trying to leave the whole situation behind? Of course. I don't want to get arrested. You don't seem to be regretting about it at all. Why should I be regretting about anything? First you brag about your newly bought house. It's your fault, Kiara. I could see why you got jealous about my new house, but to attempt to burn down a house is just horrible. You're way out of the line. But it didn't burn down, so it's okay, right? Of course, once your house is built completely, I plan to burn the house. You're the worst. This message right here will be shown to both your husband and the police for sure. Huh? You don't have to do that, you know. By the way, what you just said is your best threat ever. And be prepared to be punished in all kinds of ways. Who's gonna arrest me? If that's how it is, I'm going to run away. A few days later, shit. Because of what happened last time, my husband and I might divorce. My in-law parents said a wife like me shouldn't be relied to take care of their son and grandkids. And even my parents won't defend me. I think you got what you deserve though. The Browns also claim quite a bit of money for the damages, for what I've heard. Yeah, I know. On top of the damage charges, I was also charged, so I had to borrow money. So you paid off with borrowed money. That's because I don't even have a cent in savings. I thought my husband or my parents would take care of it, but neither of them are willing to pay, and they are for sure not going to give any. Well, counting on other people is wrong. I mean, you're the one who caused all this trouble. I know that, but we're family, so don't you think they could help me a little bit, right? Yeah, even if they're your family, guess who's wrong? It's you, so I don't think they need to help you. What? You sound just like my husband and my parents. You're my mom friend, so you should have a little sympathy for me. Wasn't it you who tried to burn down my new house? Do you think I can feel sorry for someone who would do that? I'd rather have an insane person like you to deal with as many struggles she can as possible. Huh? Are you telling me to suffer? I'm not saying you should suffer, but if you could go through some hardships, I would be happy. You're a woman with a trash character. You're the last person who can say that to me. Oh, really? I'm going to gossip about you to all the mom friends. Go ahead. I don't really know what you're going to tell them, but why don't you? I don't think anyone is going to take you seriously. I'll never ever forgive you. Don't you dare even message me. A few weeks later. Hi, Kara. I need to ask you a small favor or just a chat if you don't mind. Last time, didn't you say that you don't want me to message you? But I did, but things have changed, so what happened? I live in an apartment in the town near here, but with the way things are right now, I might get evicted. That's terrible. You aren't working? Of course I'm working. I work 3 part-time jobs, but the debt is just way too much, and I'm in trouble. I have to pay for the child support every month too. Good to know that you are paying the child support properly. Because if I fall behind with my payments even a little bit, they threaten me that I have to go to court, and I'm so tired of dealing with lawyers, police, all that. It seems like even you are having a hard time. Of course, I've been working my ass off every day, and my body and soul are falling apart. So what is it that you wanted to talk to me about? Even if it's just a little amount, I was wondering if you could help me. By help me, do you mean lending you some money? Yeah, I was hoping you could lend me $10,000 or so, and that would be great. I can't lend you that much of money. Don't be absurd. But you had the money to buy a house, right? You said you've been saving up, so you should have money, right? I only have enough to get by right now. I used it to buy the house, so... Didn't you take out a loan? To take out a loan and have payments chasing you around was something we didn't want to do, so we bought it with a single payment. Single payment? Doesn't a house cost tens of millions of dollars, right? And you pay the money for a lump sum? It was hard to save up that much money, you know. I'm glad I worked very hard. The other day you said you were working from home, right? Yes, I did. But what about it? I don't know how much money you make, but if you were able to save enough to buy your own home, you must be making a lot of money, right? Well, I guess I make a so-so money. Then you have some money to help your friend, right? Even if I had the money, I'm not going to use it to help you, Julie. Why not? We were mom friends to begin with. I think you're asking the wrong person to help you, no? You tried to burn down our house, remember? The way you're asking for money, it shows that you're not sorry about what happened, huh? That's not true. If I had someone else to depend on, I would depend on them. But my parents, relatives, friends, and even my mom friends cannot be relied on, so I had no choice but to contact you. After you left this town, you've lost touch with all your mom friends, right? How did you know? They all said that when you got divorced, they took the opportunity and blocked you on Messenger. Someone dangerous like you, who would burn down a new house like it's nothing. They just wanted to cut you off from their lives. Dangerous person? I feel sorry for you, Julie. If you had just lived normally, your dream to own a house would have been came true. What do you mean? Oh, didn't your ex-husband tell you? What did the guy say? Your ex-husband knew you wanted a house, and he was secretly saving up some money. He wanted to make your dream come true. Are you serious? But now that he doesn't have to do that anymore, with all the money he saved, he'll use it for the children's education. No kidding. If it wasn't for that incident, I would have my family and a house to spend our lives together? Yeah, I guess. Well, that dream is not happening anymore though. Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. It's too late to regret it now. How can I get back with my ex-husband? How would I know that? You'll have to figure it out on your own, won't you? But first, I think you should pay off the debt you have. Please, please lend me some money so I can start over with my family again. I'll do anything. Not gonna happen. I'd rather spend it on something else than lending it to you. Please don't say that. I don't like to be pestered with messages like this, so I'll block you too. Wait a minute. If you leave me, there's no one that I can rely on. First of all, it's so wrong to think that you can just depend on others. Julie, you're an adult, so you should clean up your own mess. Well then, goodbye for real, for real. After that, Julie somehow managed to work part-time and repay some of her debts, but she finally couldn't pay the rent anymore and was evicted. She has moved far away since then, but no one knows where she is at right now. I am sure she is living a hellishly hard life. I, on the other hand, got my house built successfully and started living in my new house. My children are happy with the new house, and I am enjoying every day of my life.